Hello and welcome to today's episode about top 5 games to be released in September 2023. Coming in at number 5 is Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, the cool new spy thriller expansion for Cyberpunk 2077. It's not just adding new mechanics to the main game, but it feels like a total reboot. It's like a sequel in many ways. We know there's going to be a second Cyberpunk game, but I kinda see this as the second game because it's completely changing the mechanics. But what's great is that they're releasing it as a free patch for the main game, so we'll get all these awesome changes. There's a new skill tree and maybe some AI improvements for enemies, but let's focus on Phantom Liberty. It's a new campaign set in a different area of Night City and it's more stealth-oriented. It continues the Johnny Silverhand story and the whole ticking time bomb thing in your head, but it also adds Idris Elba and all the stuff from that patch. A lot of people have high expectations for Phantom Liberty, and if it lives up to them, it could really save the original Cyberpunk. The game has been getting better with patches, especially the one in June, but it seems like this expansion is the real reset. It's like saying, hey, Cyberpunk is gonna be a series of awesome games. Phantom Liberty is coming out exclusively for next-gen consoles like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, as well as PC, on September 26th. Number 4 is Payday 3, and it's actually a big improvement on Payday 2, which is a really popular game for good reason. It's a great heist game that still holds up today. After Starbreeze/Overkill acquired the rights to the franchise, they got rid of microtransactions in Payday 2, and it looks like they're continuing that positive approach with Payday 3. Honestly, the improvements in this game seem to be mostly in the gameplay, which is surprising because Payday 2 still feels pretty current with its influence. But now Payday 3 is using Unreal Engine and it's set in New York. The stealth gameplay and graphics look amazing, and pretty much everything about Payday 3 seems impressive. It's coming out on PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC on September 21st. Number 3 is Lies of P, which is like a Souls game but set in a really weird world. Honestly, I was so confused by the name and had to figure out what it was about. Don't be like me and get all confused. It's basically a Pinocchio-themed Souls-like game. I know, it sounds confusing, but trust me, you should definitely check out the demo on Steam right now. If you're even a little skeptical, I promise Lies of P is super interesting. If the rest of the game is as good as the demo, I'll definitely be playing it. Let me give you the marketing description because it's spot on. Lies of P is a super cool Souls-like game that turns the story of Pinocchio upside down and puts it in this really cool Belle Epic era. That's exactly what the game is. It's also really good and I highly recommend it based on my experience with the demo. Obviously, the demo is just a part of the game, but it seems like it's on the right track to be a big hit. I think it'll resonate with fans of Bloodborne-style Souls games. I'm a fan of those and I've been enjoying the demo. Lies of P is coming out on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on September 16th. Coming in at number 2 is Mortal Kombat 1. Honestly, I have no idea how the devs behind Mortal Kombat keep coming up with such complicated stuff and still manage to make great games. This is the second reboot of the series, taking us into a timeline where Liu Kang becomes a god after Mortal Kombat 11. They even have a story mode for those who actually care about that in Mortal Kombat. Personally, I'm not really into the story, I just love it because it's crazy fun. So, get ready for Mortal Kombat 1 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC on September 14th. And finally at number 1 is Starfield. This is a purely sci-fi RPG comes to us in ways that look very familiar to Bethesda RPGs. The release date is 6th of September. There are too much to say about this one and you probably already heard much. So let's just enjoy the pictures from upcoming game. Thank you for watching and see you next time.